Here, try my key. Written by the late Sister Frances Capone, read by Sister Roseanne Champagne. Special thanks to Sister Yvonne Saffron for sharing the following experience with us. She found a hard copy typed by her mother, the late Sister Frances Capone, as she was organizing some boxes in her home. Treasure. The word key is such an important one. Literally, it is something that opens a door, the key word, the key to a solution. You can probably think of hundreds of ways that the word key can be used. Now, I would like to relate an actual experience in which a key played the major role. During the month of January 1975, we, Brother Peter Capone and Sister Frances Capone, formerly of Detroit Branch 4, Michigan, and currently members of the Phoenix Branch in Arizona, left our home and drove to the home of our daughter and her husband and family, Brother Stephen Saffron and Sister Yvonne Saffron, so that we could all attend the Wednesday night church service in one car. As the Saffrons slammed the front door shut and hurried to the car with their little ones and the necessary paraphernalia that goes with babies, they realized that they had left their keys in the house. Nevertheless, we proceeded to drive to church. While I was sitting in the service, I turned my heart to God and I prayed that Steve and Yvonne would be able to gain entrance into their home with a minimum of trouble and confusion. The thought came to me while I prayed, use your own house key. I then dismissed the incident from my mind and concentrated on the service. When we returned to the Saffron home, the thought returned to me, and I said to my son-in-law, Steve, use my house key. Steve took my house key, but first he went and got a saw, etc., to help him gain entrance into his house. More to satisfy me, he inserted the key and turned it in the lock. The door flew open. We stood there in amazement, and then I laughed and commented on the discovery that our keys apparently opened each other's door. Yvonne decided to experiment. She closed the door and inserted my key, but the door would not open. Pete tried. Steve tried. All three failed to open the door with my key. Then we all knelt, and Steve offered a beautiful prayer of thanksgiving to God. This may sound like a simple experience, but to us, it illustrated that God has the key to every door, the key to every problem, no matter how small the problem may be or how great. We must trust Him in all things, for He is the master builder, and He holds the key in the palm of His hand. Sister Frances J. Capone, Phoenix, Arizona. Editor's note, if you're a little confused right now, that's because there are two Pete and Frances Capones. These two couples both hailed from Detroit. The brother Pete, who is referenced in today's article, had a nephew named Pete, who married a lovely lady named Frances Acilio. Hope this helps.